I was born with a battered mind, made me tense and a little shy. Every time I turn around, hesitated for a while. You might say I'm a doubtful guy, it's a doubt, but this and that and why. Well, it's truly not so bad as long as you keep the fear from your mind. Say they don't doubt this funny life at all. They have to buy a bigger car to prove they're so sure. The same thing that'll burn me down is to keep my feet on the ground, and both of them are walking slowly all the way back home. Should I cut my hair or let it grow? Sing your own song. You're acting like a moron. Just do what should be done. Should I cut my hair or let it grow? Have another dream or head on home? Should I form my band or go solo? Well, I don't know. I can't make up poison room.
Okay. So, let's get started. It's exciting. Welcome everybody here today. Students, parents, grandparents, siblings, loved ones, friends, colleagues. I don't know who is here. It's still a little bit limited, but welcome to everybody, and most of all, of course, our class of 2021 sitting here in the front. This is the official graduation session of the examination board of the Erasmus School for History, Culture and Communication, Department of Media and Communication, and we will award our graduates with their well-deserved title of Master of Arts. During the past year, I functioned as the coordinator of the master's program in Media and Creative Industries, and today I'm also your host, your Master of Ceremonies, so to say. And I'm very grateful to my fellow instructors, professors sitting here in the front, who have joined us here for the festivities. And of course, due to all kinds of restrictions, not everybody who wants to be here can be here. Not all the graduates can be here. Also, not all the friends and relatives that we might have hoped could be here. But I'm sure everybody is aware of the festivities that we have here. And what a great achievement it is indeed that we have this ceremony here today in real life. I'm so happy that with the help of our support staff, Vera, most of all, where is she? But she did a great job. We can finally see each other again here. Yes. There's one other person that I want to mention here, who very much wanted to be here, but she could not make it. It's my colleague Toni Krijnen, who sent all of you a message. You know, obviously, you all know her. I will read out her message. Dear graduates of the Master's Media and Creative Industries, unfortunately, I had to break my promise to all of you to congratulate each and every one of you in person. Serious illness hinders me to do so. However, that doesn't stop me from being here today in my thoughts and feeling so very proud of all of you. make sure to understand that if you can do this, pandemically graduating, which is great, pandemically graduating, if you can do this, you can do anything. I wish you all the best of futures and hopefully to see you again in better days. Tony Krijger. So Tony was, of course, your professor for the globalization course, remember? Which was one of the many, yeah, do you remember? One of the many subject areas that was covered in your year here. Our program, for those of you who don't know it, the people maybe sitting behind you, covers a myriad of content: management, audience behavior, media entrepreneurship, creative labor, innovation, online culture, streaming industries, entertainment marketing, to name just a few. Right, and I forgot your favorite one, the methods course, obviously. So this is all very diverse, but it's also focused on the cutting edge of our mediated society, where media and entertainment industries are fighting over the attention of users and consumers, and in which it is key to understand how creative production and mediated distribution and consumption processes have profound impact on our society, on our culture, on running businesses, and on living our lives. So what this program aims to inspire is creating a community of learners and learning around the viable prospects, issues, and challenges that people in and across the media and creative industries face. But we also want to go beyond these industries, beyond the boundaries, by appreciating how much these trends are mirrored in other contexts and other industries. And this is also what you will experience in a bit this afternoon when you look at the hugely diverse yet focused subject matters that our students have delved into while doing their final thesis research. Of course, not just the program and its contents, but mostly all of you as students bring diversity to our program. There were 85 of you who started back in September 2020, and you came from all corners of the globe with such a richness in backgrounds and so many talents. You all brought this wealth of knowledge, ideas, creativity, and skills into our program. From music to design and poetry, from business, communications and journalism, sociology, cultural studies, economics. And that is why our learning community is not a one-way street. You as students not only learn from us, but we also learn so much from you. And now 70 of you are graduating within the year, which is an incredible achievement of which we as a university, as a program, but most of all, you can be tremendously proud. So what a year that was. A strange year, a challenging year, but also a year that was dominated by the worldwide pandemic that made it quite difficult for us to actually be together. Difficult for you as students to be on campus, for us as teachers to see you in class, and most of all, for you guys to socialize, to laugh, to have fun, to get to know one another, to make friends, and to meet new people. Because after all, going to uni is not just about attaining knowledge. It's also about broadening your horizon, engaging in new circumstances, learning from other people, seeing new places, and diving into the unknown. It's a real experience, right, Nikki? Nikki will understand. But all of that was rather difficult last year. We started out very hopeful with some classes on campus, small groups, live lectures, not really being allowed to fill a room. We had to disinfect everything every hour and so on. And then again, we had a lockdown, a totally empty campus, curfews that prevented us from going out, restrictions, closed bars, no festivals, no parties. Which is why I guess all of you did so well in your studies. You guys simply had nothing else to do. But of course, we were also very resourceful in finding our ways to still be together. So we moved our education back online, we recorded our lectures, made videos, brainstormed using Padlet, had Zoom seminars and hybrid work groups. And I have to say, even though it was not ideal, and technology sometimes proved pretty unfathomable, we all made it work. And you as well, you found your ways to still make the most out of your student experience here at Erasmus. There were some online drinks. There were Zoom workshops. You looked after and you looked out for one another, and you maybe had the odd slightly illegal party here and there. So, since we saw each other in real life only for a few months at the beginning of the academic year, it is so wonderful to see so many of you here in person. I actually can't see you now because the lights are on me, but I know you're there. To see you in person, and it's time to move on with what we are here, officially here for. Okay, so what will happen next? What are we going to do? Well, first there's going to be a student speech after this, and then they have something fun for us as well, and then after that we're going to award you all your diplomas. So I would say I first give the floor to the students, or student. Is it Anouk and Tom? What? Yeah, it's good exercise.
Well, thank you, Eric. Tom will join me later on. But first of all, we would like to take this opportunity to also thank the faculty and Vera for making this graduation happen, because even though we had some corona issues, it's still a very fun day, and I'm very grateful that we still can experience this graduation today with each other as well. But also, of course, our family and friends who are here, but also watching the live stream at home. Hi, Grandma, or not, we don't know. But yeah, as with any great ceremony, there's always a student section. Why Tom and I are doing this? Great question. We forcefully volunteered. No, I'm kidding. But we'd love to take you with us on a trip down memory lane, because it all started actually in the first few months of 2020. We were finishing our bachelor's degree, or not. You were doing something completely different, writing your thesis. But we still thought, hey, yes, let's torture ourselves for another year and do this master's degree I'm applying for. But obviously, it led to something good, and it has brought us all together here today with our loved ones, celebrating this massive achievement. However, although achieving your master's degree is a huge deal, I want to ask each and every one of the graduates here today to pause for a moment and think about how you got here in the first place. We wrote our motivation letters. Maybe you had to go the extra mile during your bachelor's to get those credits. Some of us did the pre-masters. Some of us moved to a different city or even a different country. And those are great steps and should highly be appreciated, because as much as it sounds like a cliche, it truly is about the journey and not the destination. So, that being said, let's talk about this journey that was the past year. I mean, when I applied for this program, I definitely hoped that Corona would be gone by then. But unfortunately, I've only seen the top half of a few of you today, and I'm also seeing some heights that I wasn't expecting. But yeah, it's also great that the 21st century made that happen. Big shout out to Zoom there. But on a screen, that's actually also how we started our master's program, because I don't know if you guys remember, but when we had our welcome week, we did an online escape room, and we had this pub quiz that was probably from Google or something. But Tom and I were actually on the team that won. And I don't know if you guys remember, but we won a bol.com gift card from 10 euros. But it was kind of awkward because our team was called the Cheaters. I don't know, you can call us anything you want, but we're not liars. So it wasn't a great first impression. But luckily, after this, as Eric also mentioned, our classes started and we got to go to campus for a little bit. Well, I don't want to dive too deep into our courses because we actually do have something else that's kind of fun prepared. But yeah, we could come to class for management, but then we had to write this massive case study. Then, for methods, they thought, oh, they don't know each other, they're all at home, let's make them switch duos every 2 weeks. Great idea. Then we had globalization, and I don't know if you guys remember, but I've learned some pretty big words there. Orientalism, cultural imperialism, cosmopolitanism. Well, don't ask me the definition, but they're great for Scrabble. Then there was also the first time we had to choose an elective, which felt more like getting to buy concert tickets. Unlike choosing your thesis supervisor, which felt more like the lottery for some. Now, all roasts aside, I do truly think that each and every course was unique and taught us something different. For me personally, I really enjoyed innovation and also marketing, and it also brought me in a group project where I met really cool people, so that was also a great bonding experience. Our journey ended with our thesis, which was you as an individual completing this massive project that had its ups and downs for everyone. But it's kind of symbolic for this past year, ups and downs. We got the opportunity to meet amazing people, learn something new, maybe start our careers or grab new opportunities, but had to deal with a pandemic at the same time. So therefore, I would like to take a moment to think about this and for everyone who had struggles during this time, would this be physically, mentally, or even socially, you should be especially proud of yourself today because it's not every day that people graduate during a pandemic. But even if it went all smooth sailing for you, it's a really big achievement and you should be really proud of yourself. So before I want to move to our activity, take a moment, think about this past year, this journey, it definitely has to be celebrated. So that's why I please want to ask for a big applause before we move to our activity. And yeah, just be really proud of yourselves because we did it. So thank you for letting me share some experiences. But as I said, it should be a celebration, so we did prepare something fun. And remember that I was talking about the gift card. I would take it very seriously because we felt really bad this past year. So we prepared something fun, and the winner is gonna get a bol.com 10-euro gift card. And it's also an activity where people at home at the live stream can participate because that's we thought that would be really nice too. And I'm gonna let you host it.
Sure, but we need to fix that it's here, so
Oh yeah.
let's do that.
Vera, we need Vera. Oh, you click. Ah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
nice.
Wow.
Technology, guys. We still haven't learned. But yeah, we want to take our graduates and also our family and friends to experience the online classroom one last time. And we want to do a Kahoot, which our graduates are very much familiar with. So anyone who wants to participate, you can use your phone and you have to go to the URL kahoot.it.
Okay, so is everyone ready or not? Yes?
There's no sir. Is there Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So for everyone that has never done this, you can go to kahoot.it and then you can use basically the code that's on there, and then you get in this room.
Is the internet better? I don't know if the internet's better.
Yeah, I think the demo might be on this one.
Should it not work for you, all the questions are still going to be on the screen, so you still can play along in your head.
Yes. Ik wilde ook eigenlijk gewoon doen met het nee, deze Is everyone in, or do we still need to wait? Okay. I see some people are very creative with names, but that's okay. So one last time, is everyone ready? No? Okay. Yeah, just let us sweat here, it's okay. Okay, so you have 10 seconds left. Then we're gonna start. Yes, can we start? We will start, I think. Okay, so the first question is, what is the weather like in the Netherlands? Because some of you are at home and have never been here. So you can choose. You have 8 seconds left. For everyone that's never done this, you can see the time at the left corner. Okay, so this was a trick question just to get you started, but now we're gonna start for real. So pay attention, pick the good answer, and you might win a bol.com ticket. So enjoy.
You're all through.
Yeah.
It's also about being very fast. So the faster
Yeah.
you are.
I think we can go to the next one, yes. Okay, so where did we go to school? Okay, so actually 11 people had this wrong. You should be very ashamed, but it's okay. We're gonna move on to the next round. Hopefully you will do better. You have to do better, come on. Okay, next question. What course was not an option as an elective? I'm surprised a lot of people have this right, but good for you. I'm very curious to see who's the number one right now. It's still Tobias. Who is Tobias? Oh, you go. Okay. Next one. True or false? During COVID-19, you were allowed to take this entrance at the food plaza. For the English speakers, left is true and the right is false. I don't have any explanation for this. It was just the way it was, so we're gonna see. What show does Tony Kreinen love and always talk about? She's not here, unfortunately, but in her spirit. So a lot of you had this right. I guess it's the students that had Tony, not the parents, of course, but great job. Oh, Tobias, you have to step up your game. How many words were required for your thesis? Wow, so many people had this wrong. I thought that everyone complained at home. I'm like, oh, so many words, but apparently not. Still Lisanne. Where's Lisanne? Oh, there she is. Okay, yeah, she's in the middle. She can see clear, right? That helps. You're fast. So this is a hard question because you've probably never been there, but what is the bar at Erasmus Campus called? It's definitely Café in de Smitse. It's iconic, but unfortunately we couldn't really go there. On the next slide you can see what it looks like. Oh, wait. This is what it looks like, so this is what you missed. What were your favorite assignments for globalization called? Ik ook niet. Okay, so a lot of people had this right, but I guess it's also because it's traumatizing, so pretty traumatizing. We really thought this next slide was funny, but I'll let you decide. On which floor is our faculty working in the Van der Goot building? I just heard that we're spreading fake news because it's only the floor 8, but we'll deal with that. Lisanne is still on top. You go, girl. Which professor used to be in a band or played music? I just asked my fact checker, this one is true. He's here, so I give him an applause. Woo! Okay, someone has to defeat Lisanne. So when is P significant? There were 2 right answers, so we kind of tricked you here, but we know.
Who got it wrong? Who got it wrong?
Yeah. Okay, so Lisanne didn't go well, right? No. Okay. True or false? We got all of our grades back in time. Surprisingly, a lot of people had this right, but it was a hard year for the teachers as well. Come on, so. The next question. Oh, first we have to score, yeah? S, who's S? Oh, there's S. In the same row, that row is winning. The average student had this amount of mental breakdowns while writing a thesis. Still S, how? They were all right, so. For the people that can't read it, it says, started making it, had a breakdown, bon appetit. Clubs were closed, but do you know the scene in Rotterdam? Which one is not a club in the city? Okay, so a lot of people had this right. Club Nix is of course in Amsterdam, so, but that was close too, so don't bother. The next question. I don't know what happened there, but what percentage of students was in bed during the Zoom classes? A lot of people had this right, but you had to have this right. I mean, we studied media. So the next slide. Still S. Okay. For which course did we have to write unit assignments? It was, of course, management of media and creative industries. But 25 people had that right, so that's good. Let's see if S is still on top. She thinks she is. She's already... Oh yeah, Lisanne is making a comeback. True or false? You register for courses on Sin Online. Left is true, right is false. Wow, that's disappointing because she just mentioned it in her speech, but so either no one listened.
I didn't say Sin Online.
Oh, she didn't say Sin Online. Okay, I'm sorry. On a TV script of which show did we conduct qualitative analysis, our favorite course? Of course, it was Bones, but maybe you forgot about this, or you wanted to forget about this. S, you're doing great. What is our favorite function on Zoom as students? Is it breakout rooms, private chat, share screen, or put your hand up? It was, of course, the private chat. And fun story, one time I was sick and I had COVID, and I was in class and I asked if my camera could be off because I looked horrible. And then Eric said, yeah, that's fine. So I showed myself for 1 second to show that I was actually there. And then Eric in the chat texted me, you look horrible. So, thanks. S is still going strong, okay. This is what Zoom breakout rooms look like. And then we have one last final question for you guys. On a scale from 1 to 10, how proud should our graduating students be right now? Some people think we should have a 1, but I hope not on much. But I think this is the final question, and we have one more slide for you guys, which we thought was really funny. So, I hope this is none of us, but I'm super proud of everyone here, and I hope you have a great time today. It's a very special day, so that's what we wanted to say. Now we have one more announcement.
We will find you later for the 10-euro.
And one last word. Did you cheat, S? Or... Oh, you didn't cheat. Okay, so then you deserve it. Okay. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, that was fun. That was fun. It was nice having the memories from back in the days, which was only a year, right? So it's gone really fast. Okay, guys, we're moving on with the real graduation stuff now. So what are we going? Sorry. What are we going to do? So you're all going to get your diploma, right? So you're going to stand there in rows, and I'm going to call you to the front, and then you're going to stand here in this, and it's not I was going to say a circle, but it's actually a square. You have to stand in the square. Our photographer is he's really strict, right? He's way stricter than we are as teachers, right? He's super strict. So you have to stand here, smile, right? So like that, holding your diploma. He's going to take great pictures of you. And while you come up here, I'm also going to read out a quote that your supervisor has written for you. So, okay, shall we get the show started? So, are you standing there? I can't see anything, guys. Yeah, you're standing there, right? Okay, so I'm going to get the... Yeah, Rosie, it's already there. Just a second. Okay, Rosie, come on up here. So Rosie's revolutionizing the book industry. Congratulations with this milestone. Success with all the next steps in what is bound to become a flourishing career. Okay, there you go. Congratulations. Stand there once more. Okay, Ariana. Video killed the radio star. Ariana is the new star with a very well-written thesis about the ongoing relevance of community radio. Great work. Wow. Hey. Here you are. Silvana, selling clothes, a thesis that makes a difference. Look no further than Silvana's work, awesome and relevant. Here you go. One more, yeah. Okay, Laura. I can highly recommend working with Laura. Wow, that's like...
That's nicer.
Isn't it? Congratulations. Avi reads books. Avi posts about books. She writes an interesting and excellent thesis about Bookstagram. Avi turned her passion into an academic thesis, which shows in how this thesis has become a wonderful story with an ending to be very proud of. And indeed, because you have a cum laude. Wow. Congratulations. Natalia, writing a thesis about film marketing and combining it with an intense internship. No problem for Natalia. Congrats on the achievement. One more, on your own, without me, I mean. Vidar, creative, curious, talented, committed, persistent, a blast to work with. Vidar, congratulations. Tom. Tom right from his studies to his dream job in music. Dana. A curious mind not accepting simple answers. Don't change and it will take you far. Wow. Merel. Merel is an example of determination. She set her intentions high and worked hard, but with kindness to achieve all of them. Noah. Combining ambition, precision, and hard work. Congratulations, Noah. Jean. A thinker and a poet, a rapper who is not yet only just beginning, but ultimately winning it over, and so far diploma in the pocket. For Jean, there is no limit. Hakan had impressive stamina as he progressed through his thesis project, and his passion for his study helped to illuminate the impact of the pandemic on the creative sector. Congratulations. Manisha. Excellent last-minute delivery. Manisha overcame all obstacles and wrote a brilliant thesis. Samuel, great commitment from start to finish. Never lose your sense of humor. Eva, a passion for dance music and a festival lover, as well as an analytical mind and the determination to get the show rolling. Now it's time to run a festival. Cheyu, fantastic thesis. May your idealism guide you through the next stages of your life. Susanna, congratulations on your thesis. It makes an important and valuable contribution to a topic that hasn't received much scholarly attention yet. We wish you all the best for the future. Sure. Sinara, showing that luxury is not always black and white. Sinara's in-depth work makes fashion right. Paula. Paula was consistent, persistent, and dedicated in her work with Unilever. A great effort. Eileen. Well done, Eileen. Your commitment and enthusiasm will get you far. Kelly, finishing your MA with writing your thesis on Disney, doesn't that already sound like a Disney story? Kelly's thorough analysis contributed to generating new insights into Disney's evolving gender representation in films, a result to be proud of. Congratulations. Some of these quotes are almost a thesis. Yeah. Busan Chi, smart, congenial, engaged, and dedicated to rigorous analysis. His thesis on toxic fandom is one of a kind, but nothing toxic about Billy. Franziska has a very clear strategic and creative mind. I am super proud because she did great. Well done. Viel Erfolg. Christine. How to digitalize luxury fashion brands such as Louis Vuitton or Gucci. Christine has the answers. Good luck next year with your next challenge. Bowen. You are the best researchers among all photographers and the best photographers among all researchers. Keep being creative and having fun, no matter what career you will follow in the future. Valienska. You combine passion with huge commitment, and that is the best formula for great results. A bright professional future is waiting for you. And Valienska has a cum laude. Yay. One more, show the scarf, yay. Lisanne, influencer marketing is the future, isn't it? Well, maybe you should read Lisanne's insightful thesis. And Lisanne also has a cum laude. Nuan, does Netflix know you better than your friends? Well, nobody knows more about recommendations than the diligent and awesome Nuan. Hey, Anouk. Not only kind at heart, but also working hard, which I believe will ensure that she will continue to do well. Congrats. Hugo. A creative perspective on the world is something that you can only teach yourself. Treasure that talent. Success with all your next professional challenges. And then Iris. It was a pleasure to read her thesis and discover how far she had got. I hope she continues to take on such challenges in the future and doesn't let anyone tell her to lower her ambitions. Congratulations, Iris. And Iris also has a cum laude. Nikki, our student experience officer. That was a joke that nobody got. Well, anyway, one of the most revealing and relevant theses I have supervised. My compliments to Nikki. Michael, the worlds of CNN and Fox hold no secrets anymore for Michael. He is hardworking, dedicated, and resourceful. This will take him wherever he chooses to go. Noemi, collaborating across borders. Noemi knows how it works. Great thesis and well done. Geerte, curiosity, creativity, and dedication. The secret recipe for a great thesis. Well done, Geerte. Susanna proved to us in her thesis that she can endure despite challenges. I am super proud of how she did. Well done. Ada is fun and interesting to work with, and her topic on technological dependence of organizations is of great importance at this moment. Hannah. Jeff Bezos, take notice. Hannah is uncovering how online social reading platforms such as Amazon Books and Goodreads will be disrupted. Great work, Hannah. Stephanie. Want to know how to innovate public service broadcasting? I got that one. You should ask Stephanie. And not just that, but also cum laude. Gunansh is very ambitious, intelligent, and a go-getter. From being accepted to the Shaolin Temple in China to study Kung Fu, to being accepted to a thesis project with an external company and landing a job there. Congrats. Lisanne, she can DJ and she can research. Anne. Anne showed engagement, talent, and perseverance. Great thesis and well done. Nina, delivering a meticulous analysis of stakeholder conflicts in urban music festivals. You are hardworking, diligent, bright, and always optimistic. You've got it all. Esther. Haley Dunphy. No one wants to think at graduation. It's graduation, the time when we celebrate being done with thinking. Esther, do not stop thinking. Sila. Great talent for research, eye for detail, and tons of determination. Zila has it all. Yunjun, yay! Your talent for research is only surpassed by your musical talent. A great musician, student, and friend. Well done. And the last one, but definitely not the least, Chang Fan has really impressed me with his willingness and ability to learn during our many video calls between Rotterdam and Shanghai. It's rare to have a student that is so proactive and has such an original way of thinking. Congratulations. Wow. Wow, that was amazing. There were so many of you here. It's like, and like I think Anouk also said, there were also students that I'd seen only, just some of them I hadn't really even met before in real life. It's like, this is awesome. So great. We have two more things to do. Of course, we're going to have a closing, but before that, we're going to award the Media and Creative Industries Thesis Prize. And for that occasion, Isabella Derda will take the floor.
Yes.
That's my glass.
Is it?
I'll give you a fresh one.
Do you have coffee?
You want anything stronger? Yeah. It's actually vodka,
Then one go.
That one go, yeah.
Okay, back with you. Okay, fantastic to see you here. It's a huge honor and great pleasure to actually have a chance to see in person, and huge honor to have a chance to award the best paper this year in our program. So every year with the thesis prize, we would like to reward one paper and one student within each of the programs. So first step is that the committee looks at the papers who were graded 8.5 and higher and were written in English, which were all of the papers in your program. Of course, I mean English, not 8.5, unfortunately. The winner of the prize received official certificate and a voucher, and it's not ball voucher, I believe, and it's €100, not 10. Within each program, candidates have been selected on few criteria, and the papers were read by the committee, the panel, which consisted of Dr. Eric Hitters, who is still here with us, somewhere hiding. And Dr. Sven Overhorst, who is here, front row. Their criteria were academic quality, fit with and relevance for the program, originality, and usefulness for society, of course. I know you had to rewrite those sections again and again in your papers, but there are papers which were the most relevant for what is happening in today's world. But I'm gonna give the floor to the nominees, because probably they are the best people to tell us about what their projects were about. So introducing our nominees, it's Evie on her paper of Bookstagram, Vedder on and Nguyen, and they will tell you in a moment about their papers.
Hi everyone, my name is 8 years old. I'm from the Netherlands, and today I'm going to tell you a bit about my thesis. So, as you can see, I'm an avid reader, and as someone who really enjoys seeing their own identity represented in fiction, but also that of other people, I really wanted to do something with that for my thesis. And so I explored how LGBTQ plus young adult fiction is being discussed by both queer and non-queer book influencers. My aim was to determine whether there was a difference in the way that queer and non-queer creators approach these discussions on their platforms, and this allowed me to explore the importance of representation in the media and what it means for queer people especially to see themselves reflected in the content they consume, including books. By speaking to these creators, I found a key difference. While queer readers read LGBTQ plus fiction to finally see themselves represented, non-queer readers do so to gain an understanding of a group that they are not a part of. And so their personal identity really informed what they read, what they recommended to other people, and how authentic their reviews were perceived by others. Although there were some difficult moments while writing my thesis, it was actually a very valuable and meaningful process to me, precisely because of the topic. People I had never spoken to before were sharing these very personal and sometimes difficult experiences with me, and it made me realize that I now have the knowledge and the ability to make a tangible difference. If I end up going into the publishing industry full-time in the future, and I hope I do, I can use the knowledge and skills I gained while writing my thesis to make diverse stories more accessible to everyone, for which I'm incredibly excited.
Hey guys, first off, I really want to say it's such a shame that I didn't get to know more of you in person this year. I think many of you, like me, did the whole thing almost from home, and it can feel almost a bit unfulfilling, because this is not what doing a master program should feel like. I'm happy nonetheless that I passed my year, like many of us, and that's why I will tell you a bit about my master thesis. So, as you can see, I'm sitting here in my workplace, and some of you may know that I'm a photographer, and I specialize in architectural photography. And luckily for me, my thesis could be linked to this topic. I'm also half Dutch and half Serbian, and Serbia, which is known for its brutalist architecture, which is quite concrete, raw forms and structures. And then on the other hand, you have the Netherlands, which is more characterized by playful, colorful, postmodern buildings. I managed to somehow combine these two, where in my bachelor thesis I looked at brutalist architecture within a video game. And then for my master thesis, I did the opposite, and I looked at playful design, or in a way game elements, in Dutch architecture in real life. During my research, what I found is that playful design actually manifests itself in 4 different ways, 4 themes, you could say, in Dutch architecture. What I ultimately found is that buildings can be playful in a variety of manners. This can be by being cued, by biomimicry, where they imitate something from nature, or when they imitate other inhuman objects. Play can also occur by seemingly gravity-defying acts of physical suspension, using visual illusions such as mirrors, or of course our very own Polak building, which reminds of an Escher painting. An unanticipated finding is that playful buildings often receive playful nicknames from the population. And of course, there's also one of the most primitive ways to play, which is to induce vertigo in oneself, or dizziness. A good example of this is a slide that's installed on Utrecht Overvecht train station. What I want you to take home is that almost any building can be playful in one way or another, and I don't think it would hurt anyone if more were to be built, especially in these serious times. Thank you guys for listening. I hope I didn't bore you with this, and good luck to the other contestants. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Joanne. I'm beyond excited to be nominated for the Thesis Prize this year and to be sharing a bit about my research with all of you on this special day. As we're all media students, without a doubt you know and perhaps even use Netflix and its recommendation algorithm. These algorithms have become part of our everyday practices. Because of Netflix's leading position in the streaming services industry, the societal and academic relevance, I looked into the influence of Netflix's recommendation algorithm on its users. My research question was, to what extent does Netflix's recommendation algorithm and its characteristics influence subscription members' behavioral intentions and recommendation adoption? Are you still with me? With the help of 289 Netflix users who filled in my survey, I was able to quantitatively investigate user perceptions such as perceived source credibility and perceived personalization, also attitude, behavioral intentions, and recommendation adoption. To answer the research question, Netflix's recommendation algorithm influences its users in the sense that the extent to which they perceive the system to be credible, so trustworthy and having expertise, and the recommendations to be personalized, so tailored to the user's personal taste, affects their attitudes, overall feeling towards the system, and satisfaction. In turn, attitudes affect intentions to use a system to find something to watch, and as a result, the higher the intentions to use Netflix's recommendation algorithm, the more likely users are to actually watch something that was recommended by Netflix. Netflix as a recommender type, however, is less effective in persuading people to watch a movie or show than peers. I found that users are more likely to watch recommendations made by friends and family. This thesis shows the impact of algorithms on our everyday choices, building on the theory of planned behavior and concepts such as algorithm appreciation and aversion. My thesis contributes to and expands the current and larger understanding of user perceptions and responses and the further implications and impacts of this artificial intelligence on society. Well, this was my life's work in a nutshell. Writing this thesis has been very exciting, challenging, and amazing. Being able to look at my finished product and its results, the contribution of so many Netflix users around the world, it makes me so proud to have ended my time as a student with this thesis. In fact, this research, along with the other research papers from our program and from IPCOM, have inspired me to pursue a research-related career. This month, I started as a research assistant at NOS, and I can only say that this experience has really contributed to that. Overall, this whole thesis experience has been positive and fun for me, thanks to my amazing supervisor, Joao, also my parents, my brother and boyfriend. Congratulations to all my fellow graduates here today. Cheers to us, class of 2021.
Okay, so these are our nominees, but the winner can be only one. I feel like as if I was awarding an Oscar. So our Oscar winner for the best master thesis at MCI 2021 is Evibo. You killed it!
Okay, wow, that was really amazing. And I mean, all of you, we have so much great talent here in the room. And, you know, Avi won the prize, but I think you all deserve the prize, right? Let that be said. It's time to close the meeting. It's time to say goodbye. I remember meeting you for the first time in real life, right? When we had this, when we were, you know, in the first term, and I saw all of you in the beginning of the academic year, and you know, there was of course a lot for you to get used to, and I also remember that I told you that, you know, it's only a year, it's going to be over before you know it, right? Your graduation date is much closer than you maybe thought it was when you started out. It's only a year. Indeed, a year that went by with the speed of light. And we hope that you will look back at this last year of your education as a space where you learned much. You got to know friends, you made new friends for life, and you had fun. We enjoyed having you, and we are certain that each and every one of you has an interesting future ahead of you. Let's all stay curious and mindful of the diversity that we found here, and share our world with an open heart and an open mind. Let's make a difference together. And hopefully, until we meet again. Bye-bye. So I think there's still a photo moment, right? Is that right,
So I'd
Richard?
like to get all of the graduates on the stage.
Okay, all of the graduates on the stage.
Parents to stay still and family members to stay still. Nico, turn the lights all the way up on the stage.
Okay.
And you guys want to come up, please?
Did you hear that? Just the graduates coming. The rest can remain seated to be, you know, you're going to be.
Eric, can I ask you for some water?
Oh, sure. I have plenty.
I got a glass over there because I'm
Yeah.
so thirsty.
Yeah. It's warm here, right?
Yeah, it's super warm. Thanks a lot. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Guys, can you guys please bring up this line right here?
Congrats, man.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're hiding behind your friends, maybe even a row that takes a knee. Kneels down. Maybe we try that. Just to see what that looks like. Something there, yeah. That's all right.
You can go. Is it possible to go further? Oh, yeah, that's what you're doing. Awesome. Here, you go. Thank you.
All right, and you guys can all stand up and please remove your caps.
Right hand there.
And the way it's gonna work, we do 1, 2, 3, throw. Okay? On me.
On you.
One, two, three, and throw it. Okay.
Here we are. 1, 2, 3, throw.
You know, I feel
There's a cap here. And there's another one. Here's another cap. Somebody lost the cap. I'm sure it's yours. I'm sure.
I got a man to stick it out and make a home from a rented house. Oh. And we'll collect the moments one by one. I guess that's how the future's done. Oh. And how many acres, how much light, tucked in the woods and out of sight. Talk to the neighbors and tip my cap on a little rug belly on